Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Today I'm going to be going over 3 exercises to strengthen your shoulders. All you're going to need is a band and a rack or some sort of sturdy object such as a pull-up rig. The first exercise I'm going to talk about is going to be an active stretch. The other 2 are going to be active, and then one will be dynamic, or a static stretch, excuse me. So the intention of these 3 exercises is to help strengthen the shoulder joint, specifically on the back side of your body. We spend a lot of time on our front side, so computer, phone, driving. So we want to think of opening up our back and strengthening our backside. This will help strengthen your shoulders, which will help transfer over to other movements. So before we get started, if you guys are looking for a coach or a program, feel free to check out the link below. That will take you to my landing page. You can sign up for my app. I have a full mobility program that will help you get flexible. I have a full strength and tone program that will help you get stronger, lose fat, and build muscle. And if you're looking for more, I have a workout a day program, which will give you an hour's full of mobility, a warm-up, some lifting and conditioning piece, as well as some accessory for your core. So let's get started. First exercise is going to be a banded lat pull down. So the band is gonna be wrapped around about shoulder or shoulder height. You're gonna step away so there's some tension on the band. I'm gonna face my anchor point. I'm gonna have my arms nice and long, and I wanna keep my arms nice and long as I engage my lats. So I'm bringing my arm closer to my torso and body, so I'm shortening or closing the distance from my tricep to my lat. So as I get started, I have a rogue band here. This is about 1/4 inch thick. I wouldn't go any heavier or thicker. I want something that's nice and light so I can feel the tension, but also be able to get full range of motion. Hands are gonna face each other about shoulders or inside the shoulders. So I grab the band, palms facing each other. A few steps away, feet are underneath my hips to shoulders, and then from here I have a flat back. I'm hinging from my hips, small bend in the knee. Think of almost like a bent over barbell row where I'm hinging from the hip, but my back is flat. From here, arms are extended out in front. I'm gonna engage my lats, pull my triceps to my torso, hold for a second, and then release. I wanna think of closing that distance, like I said, from the tricep to my torso, engaging the lat. So nice and controlled tempo, don't just let the band pull you back. If it's too much, you can get a little closer, and then again, pull, hold, and then release. If you need more tension, step further away, and then again, gauge. So I would work on doing 20 repetitions of this exercise. This is a banded lat pull down. You again are taking this movement, or this muscle, tricep, and you're bringing it to your torso, your core, to engage the triceps, the shoulders, the lats. So I would do 20 repetitions, rest, recover, and then perform 3 sets of this banded exercise. You could also superset it with some other exercises. The other 2 exercises I'm gonna show here in a second are gonna be exercises that are help strengthen the rotator cuff as well as the back side of the shoulder. You can always flip the order of these. You don't have to do them in this order, but band will be the same height. I'm gonna step away from my anchor point. I wanna have my shoulder on the inside that's facing the anchor point closest to this band. From here, my opposite arm is gonna come out in front, wrist in line with shoulder. From here, I'm gonna keep my arm straight as I extend and bring my arm out to the side. Now, if this is too much, you can get a little bit closer to your anchor point. The starting position for the wrist is relative depending on how much tension you want. If you want a lot of tension, the wrist might start by your opposite shoulder, and then you're gonna pull yourself out. You wanna try to make sure you're not moving your torso and body to get the extension here, or the rotation. So arm extended out, arm straight, a little bit of tension on the band. Arm can be on your rib cage or by your side. I extend out, band will come around my collarbone height, and then I release nice and slow. I'll perform 20 repetitions on this arm, then I'll switch. Same thing on the other arm. Just to show this angle, noticing the wrist is in line with the shoulder or in front of the shoulder. I extend out, and then my wrist becomes one with my shoulder, so you can't really see my arm here as it's in line with my body in terms of extension out on the horizontal plane. So again, 20 repetitions. Then that third exercise, we're gonna be doing external rotation, and this is gonna be a hold. So we're gonna create a 90-degree angle, wrist on top of elbow in line of shoulder. You're gonna maintain this hold as you face your anchor point. I'm gonna have a little bit of tension, so I wanna make sure that the band is being pulled back by my hand, so I'm not letting it pull forward and there's slack here. So no slack, wrist in line with elbow on my shoulder. I'm facing my anchor point. I'm gonna hold for 30 seconds. While you're doing this stretch, you could take your opposite arm, place it behind your lower back, and think of pulling that shoulder back. So you're gonna get a 2 for 1, 2 stretches for 1. So again, 90-degree angle hold. Opposite hand can hold here for a little bit, and then you release it. Then you'll do another 90-degree hold on the opposite arm. So 60 seconds on each arm. And again, 3 total repetitions of the circuit. You can do it in the exact same order. If you want to reverse it, if you want to do the 90-degree hold, then the banded pull aparts across your body, and then the lat pull downs, totally can do that. But again, 3 rounds or sets of this exercise with 20 repetitions each. If you guys are looking for more, again, feel free to check out my app. If you're looking for bands or equipment, there's a link below that you can check out and order equipment for your home gym or if you're traveling. Bands are perfect when you're traveling because you can put them in your bag. They are very light and you don't have to worry about the weight of them. So any questions, please feel free to leave me a comment below. Make sure to share, subscribe if you found this beneficial. I appreciate all the support. I hope you guys have a great Friday and a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you next week for another live session.